Hey man, y'all know what's going on, man. I got my lotion, got my paper towels. I'm gonna need a whole lot of these. All I gotta do is get this thing booted up and we ready to go.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I fell for it again.
let's do this.
Damn. Can I be
Yes,
serious,
sir.
man?
Damn, she bad.
If only there was a way to cut this habit out. For real, I'm just letting myself down at this point. Honestly. Alright, now I'm guessing you clicked on this video because of the fact that this is something that you're tired of. Corn is something that you're tired of and you want to get rid of it. Now, I haven't watched it in about 2 years, plus minus. Who cares? But the thing is, it's not something that's in my life anymore. It's not something I want in my life. It's not something I identify with. It's just something that's dead to me. And in this video, I want to show y'all a few of the things that I did to get rid of the habit easily. It takes work, but it's easy to do as long as you really want to get rid of it. Now, I don't want this video to come off really serious and whatnot because when we talk about these type of subjects, they can get really serious. I want to keep it as lighthearted as possible. And I just want to give y'all a quick little backstory about how I actually got into corn. I got into it twice. It was unintentional both times. Actually, if y'all want a full story time about it, drop a 1 in the chat and I'll drop a separate video about that because they're really funny to me. They're really funny and I know y'all would laugh if y'all heard them. But I really want to get into this video, keep it as lighthearted as possible and really help y'all to beat this thing because it's a lot easier than you think once you understand these things. You have to have a lot of willpower. You have to have a lot of willpower. If you don't have that, you're done. You're not going to make it. You have to have that desire to change, and it's a decision that you make within yourself. It's a deal. It's an agreement that you make with yourself to not take that step backwards and look back. Now, in order to start relieving yourself of this dumbass habit, the first thing you've got to do is to identify your triggers, man. That was the first thing I did. I started to identify my triggers. A lot of people have different triggers. It could be out in the real world. It can be on your phone. I remember for me, it was like, you go on Instagram, right? Sometimes you're on the discover page. Like you'll see an attractive lady, a model or whatever, OF model. You click on her page. You get all these ideas and you're like, damn, I want to see more. You already know what to do. You start looking stuff up. That was one of my triggers. And that trigger was something I identified early. And that helped me to really put a stop to taking that next move, which was like to go in and start looking stuff up and, you know, sitting around and being a loser, basically. This thing, this corn thing, I think I can use the real word now, but this porn thing is such a fucking waste of time. It's such a fucking waste of time. It's unbelievable how much time you waste sitting watching this thing. But as soon as you start to identify your triggers, man, and you start to see it, and you become very logical about it, and you start to move with intent, and you're aware of it, it helps out so much. Identifying your triggers, knowing what it is that makes you go off and do certain things and be stupid about it. But again, that's why you need to identify your triggers so that you know what it is that's making you go off the handle and make the decisions that you make. And then it just spirals and keeps going and going and going. You know what I mean? This next thing really, really helped me to stop watching porn. And that was the fact that I had to go outside of myself and see for myself and imagine for myself what it looks like to watch porn. So what I did, this might be a bit deeper. Some of y'all think is woo-woo, but it's not, man. If you really want to make a change, it's all internal. It's not external. It's all internal. But what I did was that I would close my eyes and I would imagine myself walking in and watching myself watch porn. Imagine that. You watching yourself watch porn. You're watching yourself watch somebody clap somebody's cheeks that you're not clapping, or you're just watching some girl that doesn't even know who you are. She doesn't know your name. She doesn't even know you exist. And you're giving that sexual energy to her. Isn't that lame when you really think about it? It's hella lame. It's hella whack. And it just goes to show how little you think of yourself, that you don't have enough balls to go outside and approach women. And then some of y'all are probably gonna sit in the comments, oh, but I can't approach women. That's why I watch it. You really don't get it. The fact that you're vying to a digital device to get rid or to take care of biological need is very pathetic. The fact that you need to do that, I believe, is super pathetic. There's books, there's videos, there's all types of multimedia out here in 2025 where you can learn and teach yourself how to talk to women, how to seduce, all that type of stuff. It's all out there, but none of y'all are using the time to do that. You find the cheap and easy way and you use your hand and you're proud of it. Some of y'all are proud of it, but I know there's a lot of shame and guilt involved in watching porn because it's not the real thing, you know? But this thing, going outside of myself and realizing that porn is just a bunch of BS, bro. And it's so pathetic to think of myself doing the action. It really put a stop to it because it's like, that's not me. Who is this loser, bro? I don't want to identify with a guy that does that. Imagine walking in on one of your boys doing it, bro. Like, you would laugh at him. You would laugh at him because of the fact that you're like, damn, like, you gotta stoop this low to get some in a way. Is this the only way you can? You don't have the ability to go outside and talk to women or I don't know, use Tinder or something, whatever y'all brothers do. You don't have that ability to do that, really? Doing this really led me to observing myself whenever I got that urge to watch porn or anything like that. If I ended up watching it out, there was always half of my brain that was like into what I was doing, but at the same time I was observing logically like the steps that led me to this point. And again, like I said, when you want to get rid of porn, it's not an external change, it's something internal. So you really have to go deep within yourself. And that's why I said that number one, you have to identify your triggers and know what it is that's causing you to do this. But it really helped me to start to observe myself and just watch myself and just think about what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? Is this what I really want? Because that's not what I wanted. I wanted to meet real chicks and clap real chicks, you know what I mean? It's not like I wasn't doing it already, but it's just, I didn't see the point of it. Just watching it is just like, it's trash. The experience ain't the same as when you meet someone that's really, really into you, that's really down, you know what I mean? The experience can't compare when you have a mobile device in your hand and a real human being next to you, you know what I mean? This observing myself thing, it got to the point where I made a deal with myself. Actually, I would go in on sites and I would intentionally just stop and just look at the page and just like analyze everything. I would intentionally do this as well. This is something that really helped me as well, to just stop. Sometimes like all the suggestions, you'd see like these behind the scenes, and I would watch those on purpose because at the end of the day, all this porn stuff is just acting. They're all acting. It made me realize like these guys are just human beings that are taking advantage of a biological need for both men and women. Men struggle with it more because we're so visually stimulated. But it really made me realize that they're taking this biological need and exploiting it. And guys that are behind the screen that are viewers, they don't understand that this is just a play on your biological need. It's just manipulation at the end of the day. And you become so invested in it because it's something that's a part of you that you can't get rid of. Because you see the fat cheeks, you see the pretty girl, you see all that stuff, and it's just biological. You know what I mean? But you really have to take that step outside of yourself and observe yourself and watch and just realize like it's all a game at the end of the day. And it's working quite well because I'm pretty sure about 98% of guys out here are out here watching porn at least daily, and it's mind blowing to me that one has the time to do that. I don't have the time to think about that, bro. It's like there's too much stuff going on. There's too many things I want to accomplish with my life. There's too many things I want to get better at. I want to get good at. I just want to expand, and I knew 2-3 years ago that in order to do that, I couldn't identify with the guy that's sitting around watching porn. That's the third thing that caused me to stop. I couldn't identify with the guy that was sitting and watching porn. That wasn't me. The guy that I am today and the guy going forward, he doesn't do that. He instead just gets the real thing. And in a way, he doesn't even, how I put it, I think for me at this point, sexual satisfaction is like, it's up there, but the thing that satisfies me the most is me satisfying myself and going after my goals. When I say satisfying myself, I'm talking about like making real human connections with other people and stuff, and just expanding, like I said, expanding myself. And all those, both of those two things, they actually just tie in with each other, and it all comes down to purpose and going after the things that you want out of life, you know? If you're sitting watching porn, bro, you're just putting yourself in a deep hole. Y'all know exactly what I mean. Y'all know what it feels like after you're done with the session. You don't feel like doing anything. You don't think straight. You don't see straight. Like, you just put yourself in a hole and you feel ashamed. And that's why a lot of y'all struggle to go up and approach women and stuff and can't talk to them, can't look them in the eye, and you just look at them as objects because you're so fucking ruined by everything that you've been watching on your fucking phone or laptop or anything like that. We know how stupid it is at the end of the day. That's the thing you have to realize, man. This shit is so stupid. It's so stupid, bro. And again, it's a play on your biological needs. Now, I don't think I know Maslow's hierarchy of needs to a T, but I'm pretty sure, like, literally, what is it? intimacy or sex, whatever, is literally at the bottom there because it's such a big part of an adult mind. And yeah, psychologically, like, it's a need, right? And when you have it so quick and easy and so cheap and so fucking off the wall, it dampens the whole experience. The experiences that I'm having today, like, I'm enjoying them. I'm grateful for them. They're fucking dope. You know what I mean? It's like you appreciate it a lot more because you're just there. You don't need, bro. Again, like, there's guys out here that that need porn to get hard, bro. That is insane. They need porn to get hard. They needed a bus. It's like, dog, like, what's going on with y'all, man? Like, you have like a beautiful creature in front of you. You can't even get it up because you need to watch some chick on your phone or on your laptop that you don't even know, and she has no idea. She has no clue who you are, and you need her to get you up. Imagine that. And the other thing too, bro, y'all are out here watching other brothers pump chicks that you want to pump, man. Do y'all not understand that? They're out here cracking chicks that you want to crack, and you're in your crib, bro, again, on your phone, just watching yourself. Or sorry, you're on your phone just watching someone else do it when you could do it yourself. Fucking mind blowing. And the thing is, a lot of y'all aren't gonna want to change after watching this video. You're gonna watch it and you're gonna go back to your bad habits. And it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to take that next step. But in this video, I just gave y'all the 3 easiest steps that y'all can do to stop watching porn, because it is trash. Get rid of it. You don't need it in your life. I swear to God. Everything's becomes so much better. Your physical, your mental, your spiritual, bro. You just start to see things for what it is. You expand, bro. You expand. And that's what you want to do as a guy. Expand. The more you expand, the better you are. Right? I'm telling you, get rid of this cancer using these 3 things that I mentioned in this video. Identifying your triggers. Observing yourself. Close your eyes. If you don't meditate, it doesn't even matter. You have an imagination. Imagine yourself watching porn. And you realize how much of a loser that you are and how pathetic you are. And it's really going to make you want to change deep inside, because you just literally pictured yourself with a phone in your hand watching pixels of a naked chick when you could have it in real life, right? And the last thing, man, that identity shift. You can't identify with the guy that watches porn. The more you identify with him, the more you're going to do it. You have to switch your identity. It's all an internal process, man. It's an internal process. It's not the easiest one because you're reversing the game. You're taking something that you've been taught to do since you were young that 98% of guys think is fucking cool for some reason, and you're twisting the game and turning it back to what it's really supposed to be, about you going out there and being on the hunt, so to speak, right? Oh man, hope you enjoyed the video. And again, if y'all want me to drop videos about how how I got into the porn, man, like, I'll do it. It's a really interesting story. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.